Sorry I didn't recognise you. There's been so many different faces today, they've all started to blend into one.
That's okay. It must be an awful day for you. I wouldn't have expected you to remember someone you barely met.
No, I remember now. You were studying modern languages?
That's right. Your brother, he always said that someone who can talk the way in and out of any situation like me shouldn't be able to do it in several languages. He was a good man. I'll miss him. I like the photo he chose for the ceremony. It really captured him.
You were there?
Yeah, I stayed at the back. I wanted to come over, but...
I was a bit of a mess.
No, you with your family, I didn't want to interrupt. But then, I couldn't stop thinking about you. I just wanted to check you were okay. He really thought very highly of you, your brother. Sorry. I know when my sister died, people would always say stupid things like that. Anything to make you feel better, right? But it takes more than dumb sentiments to get over the loss of a life.
Sorry, I didn't realise.
It's okay. It was a long time ago. I like the music you picked. He'd have loved it.
Thanks.
He loved that band, didn't he?
Couldn't get enough of them. I remember him begging our dad endlessly to take him to their concert. Mum thought that 13 was far too young to go to a concert like that, but he convinced them. He was always able to convince them.
That was the first time we butted heads, you know. He was playing that band way too loud in our flat. But we got over it. We always did.
Does it ever get better? This feeling, I mean, when you lost your sister, was it ever the same again?
The same? It can never be the same. How can it? But you just got to remember that they lived. No matter how short it was, you can experience a lot in a little time. He really did think the world of you. You were a great sister to him.
Thank you.
You have a lovely house, by the way. How long have you lived here?
All my life. It was our family home. When our parents died, I couldn't bring myself to sell it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up any painful memories.
No, it's fine. It's nice to be somewhere so familiar when you feel most alone. There are good memories here. You know, when they both died, I don't think I had time to let it sink in. Not properly. I was too focused on my brother and making sure that he got by. Now it just feels like I've lost them all at once. Sorry.
No. There's nothing to apologise for.
After they'd gone, I tried so hard to make sure he didn't fall behind. Pushed him so hard to get into a good university, to get a good job, to get off to a really good start in life. It all just feels pointless now. Like he wasted what little time he had. It'll stop in a minute. It's probably just a Another person ringing to tell me how fantastic he was when in reality they barely even knew him. Sorry, I didn't mean, you and my brother, you were different.
No, it's fine. I completely get it. If you don't feel like visitors, I can go. It's not a problem.
No, stay, please, I insist. Really didn't mean anything by it.
I guess if it's important, they'll ring back.
Exactly. So, what did you get up to after university? Did you get around to putting that degree to much use?
Yeah, quite a bit actually. Did some travelling, saw some amazing places when I got back. Did some translating, a bit of tutor work, even got to help some refugees learn English.
Wow, that must have been really rewarding.
It was. Being able to see people learn and grow and be able to express themselves, it was amazing.
I bet.
What about you? What have you been up to?
Me? Not much really. I guess time just ran away from me. You know, in my mind, I'm still on a sandy beach, watching the sunset with him. University's still a few weeks away, and the idea that I will wake up one March morning in 5 years' time to find that he too is gone is far beyond the horizon. Time's slow there. It's a blank page between two chapters. If only we could stay within the blank pages.
It was in Sicily. The beach.
Right. He was about to head off to university, and I wanted us to share one last memory together before he flew the nest. So we decided to go on one last family holiday together. Can't believe he told you.
Said it was amazing. That it was the first time he felt at peace in ages. Plus, he said the food was delicious.
Yeah, the food was pretty great. We laughed the entire time. I remember realising that it was the first time that we'd laughed together in years. We should have laughed more.
It's nice that you had each other.
Were you and your sister close?
Yeah. We were. Of course we argued, but yeah.
How did she, if you don't mind me asking?
She was at a party. A group of guys, they spiked her and then attacked her. After she tried to walk home, but she wasn't in her right mind, she must have got lost. A few days later, the police found her in the local wood. She choked on her own vomit.
I am so sorry.
After she died, my parents, whenever they looked at me, all they could see was her out of the picture. You could try everything. You can talk to them. You can give them space. But all they wanted was someone to blame. And so they blamed the son that was right in front of them, rather than the stranger that was behind bars. So after I applied to the furthest uni and got out of there and never looked back, I think for them, the wrong kid died.
There's no right child to die. No one should be taken at such a young age and so horribly.
It's okay.
Did you...
You should get that.
No, it's okay.
No, get it. It might be something important.
Hello?
Hi, is that Sophie?
Yes, speaking.
Hi. Sorry it's late. I didn't know whether to call or not. I thought about leaving a text, but it didn't seem right. Plus, I wasn't sure you'd even remember me. My name's Lucas Belridge. I was your brother's flatmate in our first year at university. I was the one studying modern languages. Me and your brother, we were on the rowing team together.
Yeah. No, I remember.
Well, I just wanted to call and offer my condolences. Your brother, he was a great guy and a really good friend. I was gutted when I couldn't make it down to the funeral.
No, it's okay. My brother, he would have understood.
Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I can imagine it's been a long day for you. Anyway, take care of yourself, Sophie.
Thanks, you too.
Good night.
Bye.
Is everything okay?
Yeah. All good. It's just a friend phoning to offer their condolences.
Must be nice to see how much you meant to people. It's such a shame you don't know until after they're gone.
Yeah. And you know, it's funny. Talking to all these people he knew, you start to remember things that you thought you'd forgotten. Like, I'd forgotten how much he liked football. I always had him down as more of a book smart kind of kid, but you two were on the society team together, right?
Not me, I was never much of a football fan. But we were on the rowing team together, maybe that's what you remember.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe football was someone else.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, fine. Just, it's been a long day. Once I've had some rest, I'll be alright. Just need a good night's sleep.
I was the same. All the days blurred into one. I felt like I hadn't slept in weeks, and whenever I did, I was just back at that party.
You know, my brother never told me about your sister. He talked lots about you, about how close you two were, but I never knew how hard you'd had it.
Neither did he. I never told him. I wanted you to be a fresh start. No pity, just me. It's easier that way. But I felt okay telling you. You get me, don't you?
No, yeah. You know, it was nice of you to come all this way just for the funeral. Must have been a long drive.
Doesn't matter. I wanted to be here. For him.
Still, the round trip. It'll be late when you get back.
Actually, I'm booked into a motel for the night. I thought I'd stay there and then head back in the morning.
Right.
You know, I hadn't been to another funeral since my sister's, and I didn't know how much it would affect me. I didn't want a mental detachment as I was driving, end up in a ditch. So I thought it was a sensible thing to do.
Yeah, that sounds sensible.
They had an open casket. My parents. I think it was their way of making sure I never forgot what I did. It worked. I was never the same after that.
I'm sorry. No, my brother would have understood if you hadn't felt up to coming today.
Don't be silly. I wanted to be here.
Still, it's getting late. And when you get tired, I know when I'm tired, it doesn't help matters. Suddenly everything can seem so close, so definite. Sometimes we can do things we regret when we're not thinking straight.
Don't worry. I know how to handle a situation when it arises. But you're right. It is getting late. I can imagine you want some sleep.
Yeah, sleep would be nice.
But before I go, do you mind if I use the bathroom?
No, of course.
Is it upstairs?
Sorry. First door you come to.
Mum, I'm gonna have to ask you to slow down.
You don't understand. He's in my house.
Sending someone over to your address now, but I'm gonna need you to calm down for me and explain what's going on. Hello? Hello? Still there? Hello? Hello, are you there? Hello?
Thank you.
So he said his name was Lucas and claimed to be your brother's friend, but then you received a call stating otherwise.
Right,
But you did let him into your house voluntarily.
because I thought it was someone else.
But you let him in, he didn't force his way in,
No, but
and he didn't take anything or ask for anything,
not that I know of, but
and he wasn't violent or threatening to you in any way.
he was a stranger in my home. Is that not threatening?
But he didn't physically harm you or threaten to, did he? You see, I'm just trying to understand.
No, but he lied to me. He gained my trust so that I'd let him into my house. Is that not something?
Miss, I admit this is an uncomfortable situation to be in.
No, but-
And if he lied to you in order to achieve anything, then I'd agree that there's at least a fraud case to be had. But you said yourself, you just spoke with him. You let him in voluntarily.